Hello, I'm Sebastian. Welcome to Nine Nartrees podcast. Today, I will summarize and review the book. In We Were Once a Family, a story of love, death, and child removal in America, award-winning journalist Roxana Asgharian delves deep into a heart-wrenching case of two sisters ripped from their family and placed in a system that fails them tragically. Drawing from extensive research and first-hand interviews, Asgharian meticulously crafts a piercing narrative that sheds light on the flaws and complexities of the American child welfare system. This compelling book not only recounts the personal tragedy of the Hart family, but also reflects broader systemic issues, making it a critical read for understanding the impacts of child removal in America. I will give you key takeaways from this book. Firstly, the personal tragedy of the Hart family. The core narrative of We Were Once a Family revolves around the Hart family, particularly focusing on two sisters whose lives are irrevocably changed by the child welfare system. Roxana Asgharian recounts their story with sensitivity and depth, highlighting the factors leading to their removal from their biological family and their subsequent experiences in foster care and adoption. This story serves as a poignant entry point into the broader discussion on child removal, emphasizing the emotional and psychological toll on the children involved. Secondly, the flaws of the child welfare system. A significant portion of the book is dedicated to uncovering the systemic failures within the American child welfare system. Asgharian critically examines how the systemic emphasis on family separation, rather than support, leads to detrimental outcomes for children. Through meticulous research and analysis, the book portrays how bureaucracy, inadequate resources, and a one-size-fits-all approach to child welfare contribute to cycles of trauma and instability for children in the system. Thirdly, the impact of race and poverty. Asgharian does not shy away from exploring the intersections of race and poverty in the context of child removal. We Were Once a Family elucidates how these factors disproportionately affect families of color, subjecting them to higher rates of scrutiny and intervention by child protective services. The book argues that systemic biases and socioeconomic inequalities exacerbate the challenges faced by these families, leading to higher incidences of child removal. Fourthly, the debate around adoption and foster care. The book engages in the complex debate surrounding adoption and foster care, presenting differing perspectives on what constitutes the best interest of the child. Asgharian explores the ethical quandaries and moral implications of removing children from biological parents and the challenges of ensuring their well-being in foster care or adoptive families. This discussion is critical for readers to understand the intricacies and emotional stakes involved in decisions about child placement. Lastly, the role of society and policy in child welfare. Ultimately, We Were Once a Family challenges readers to consider the role of society and policy in shaping the child welfare system. Asgharian calls for a re-evaluation of current policies and practices, advocating for reforms that prioritize family preservation, support, and rehabilitation over separation. The book suggests that meaningful change requires a collective societal effort to address the root causes of child removal, such as poverty, addiction, and abuse, and to create more equitable and supportive systems for all families. In conclusion, We Were Once a Family is a must-read for policymakers, social workers, educators, and anyone concerned with child welfare and social justice. Roxana Asgharian's in-depth examination of the child welfare system through the lens of the Hart family case offers invaluable insights into the complexities and challenges of child removal in America. This book not only sheds light on systemic flaws, but also calls for compassionate and comprehensive reform. By reading this poignant narrative, individuals can gain a deeper understanding of the impact of these systems on families and the importance of striving for more empathetic and effective solutions. If you would like to support Roxana Asgharian, you can buy the book through the Amazon link I've provided in the podcast description. After reading the book, please let me know what you think and share your thoughts. See you around.